Are you experiencing brand burnout? A helpful checklist. Write a single tally mark every time you say yes to one of these questions. It's 12 questions. Question number 1. Do you worry about work at night long after you've closed your computer and when you should be asleep? Yes or no? Well, yes. Tally mark if it's a yes. Does the stress of work seep into personal time, affecting your relationships with friends and family? Do you wake up in the morning thinking about everything you have to do instead of the things you get to do? If a client or a sales call doesn't go well, do you feel like you have failed? When making decisions for your business, do you listen more to what you should do than what you want to do? Do you ever say, if I can just get through this week, I'll be okay, and then find yourself saying it the next week and the next week and the next week? Do you feel guilty about spending time in your personal life, thinking that you should get things done for your business? When you think about the future of your brand, does it feel vague or blank, or like something you're really not looking forward to? Do you feel resentment, like you're working so hard and not getting enough compensation for all your effort? And here it's important to note that compensation doesn't just mean money. It can also mean satisfaction and happiness. Do you have a hard time explaining what you do? Like, are there people who know you really well and still don't really understand what you do? Do you second guess yourself when you're making decisions for your brand or how to grow your business? And the last one, do you ever think that having a job would feel like a relief? Less pressure, more stability. And it's important to recognize that I read these out. When I first wrote these, I read them out to my husband, and he has a job. And he said, I feel like those apply to everybody. And the answer is, yeah. These are the kinds of things where if you went out and you got yourself a job, any number of these would be realistic and reasonable. You are your own boss. You're in charge of your own life. So if you're saying yes to a whole bunch of these, then that is a thing that you can change. So tally them up, see where your numbers are. 0 to 3, awesome. You're doing great, not concerned. 4 to 8, moderate brand burnout. My suggestion would be, because this is about survival, my suggestion would be to just make some changes. See where there are things in your life that you could adjust to be more centered around yourself and centered around what you love, and you'll probably be fine. And this stuff takes time. It takes time to retrain the habits of trying to satisfy everyone else before yourself. If you got 9 to 12, then we should talk. You are probably suffering from severe brand burnout, and I would love to help you through that. As somebody who had to go through it mostly alone, thankfully I had my community of fellow women-owned businesses that helped me, but it was mostly me just trying to figure out things on my own. And nobody should have to do that. You don't have to do that.